You are showing who you all are, really.
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
Omar will not be silenced.
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
Congressman Omar,
the gentlewoman's time has expired.
That our country is failing you today through this chamber. You belong
The gentlewoman is no longer.
Everybody's screaming, everyone's crying. So what's the occasion? Well, Congresswoman Omar got voted off the Foreign Affairs Committee.
The question is on adoption of the resolution. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those in favor say no. No. It's the opinion of the chair that the ayes have it and the resolution is agreed to. And without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Does that remind you of anything? McCarthy yanked Omar off Foreign Affairs to pay back Pelosi for yanking his people off committees. He didn't want to do it, doesn't think it's right, but he had to do it. You can't let Democrats boot your boys off committees and turn the other cheek. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
In Congress, moments of calm can turn into moments of controversy in seconds. During a heated House vote, Ilhan Omar was officially removed from the Foreign Affairs Committee, a decision that immediately sparked intense reactions across the chamber. Some lawmakers argued it was about accountability, while others said it was political retaliation. So what really happened, and why did this vote cause such a strong response in Washington? Welcome to Capitol Review, where we break down major political moments clearly and fairly. If you value straightforward analysis without the noise, take a second to like the video, subscribe to Capitol Review, and share it with others who want to understand what's happening in Congress.
The gander.
Consistency, there is nothing consistent with the Republican Party's continued attack except for the racism and incitement of violence against women of color in this body. I had a member of the Republican caucus threaten my life, and you all and the Republican caucus rewarded him with one of the most prestigious committee assignments in this Congress. This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology when my life was threatened. Thank you.
Madam Speaker, I rise in strong opposition to this resolution. First, as to the false pretext, 2 members of the Republican conference were removed from committees for inciting violence, encouraging violence against their colleagues. There is nothing at all at issue like that here. You want to introduce a resolution to condemn someone for inciting violence against their colleagues or against people here in Congress? Introduce a resolution against Donald J. Trump. No one has incited more violence against this chamber than Donald Trump. Now, let me talk about anti-Semitism. Do not insult our intelligence by suggesting this is about anti-Semitism. You want to introduce a resolution against someone guilty of anti-Semitism? Introduce a resolution against someone dining with anti-Semites, someone dining with white nationalists, members of your conference who are speaking at white nationalist rallies. Introduce a resolution against Donald J. Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Paul Gosar, and others. But do not
The gentleman's time has
insult our
expired.
intelligence by saying this is about anti-Semitism.
The gentleman's time has
no on this.
expired.
GOP is now doing what it is best at, weaponizing hate against a black, beautiful Muslim woman. They turn Congress into a place of fear-mongering hate. It is so painful to watch who you all are, really.
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
Omar will not be silenced.
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
Congressman Omar,
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
That our country is failing you today through this chamber. You belong
The gentlewoman is no longer.
Well, I am Muslim. I am an immigrant, and interestingly, from Africa.
Omar is not just a congresswoman. She tells us she is a global citizen, and people around the world celebrate her accomplishments. We don't know what those accomplishments are, but if you listen closely, the world is clapping.
My leadership and voice will not be diminished if I am not on this committee for one term. My voice will get louder and stronger, and my leadership will be celebrated. celebrated around the world.
Are waging a blatantly Islamophobic and racist attack on Congresswoman Omar. And I've said it before, I will say it again. The white supremacy happening is unbelievable. This is despicable. This is just a bunch of racist gaslighting.
Could it be the way that she looks?
Time is
Could
expired.
it be her religious practices? This clearly isn't about what Ilhan Omar said as much as who she is. Being a smart, outspoken black woman of a Muslim faith is apparently the issue.
I'm in a town where we have a lot of people who are refugees who have come, some from Somalia, some from Bosnia. I've never heard one of them say that America's a terrible place. And then I hear Representative Omar say, oh, America's a terrible place. I thought there'd be justice, and there's no justice here. And it's like, well, she came here and we fed her, we clothed her, she got welfare, she got school, she got health care. And then, lo and behold, she has the honor of actually winning a seat in Congress, and she says we're a terrible country. I'm willing to contribute to buy her a ticket to go visit Somalia, and I think she could look and maybe learn a little bit about the disaster that is Somalia, that has no capitalism, has no God-given rights guaranteed in a constitution, and then maybe after she's visited Somalia for a while, she might come back and appreciate America more.
Representative Ilhan Omar. Of a really great state. I almost won, for the first time in decades and decades, Minnesota. Obviously and importantly, Omar has a history of launching vicious anti-Semitic screeds.
These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain, and from where they came from, they got nothing. We don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it. Thank you very much, everybody.
The debate surrounding Representative Ilhan Omar reached a turning point when the House voted to remove her from the Foreign Affairs Committee. The vote took place after Republicans gained control of the House under Speaker Kevin McCarthy. For Republicans, the argument centered on past statements Omar made about Israel and U.S. foreign policy. They argued that someone serving on a committee responsible for overseeing international diplomacy should be held to a high standard when discussing sensitive global issues. Because the Foreign Affairs Committee plays a major role in shaping how the United States engages with other nations, they said the position requires careful and responsible public messaging. Democrats strongly disagreed with that reasoning. Many argued the decision was not really about committee standards, but about politics. Several lawmakers, including Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, said the move unfairly targeted a Muslim woman of color and set a troubling precedent. During the debate, emotions ran high as members defended Omar's record and criticized the resolution. At the same time, Republicans pointed to a recent precedent from the previous Congress. Under former Speaker Nancy Pelosi, 2 Republican members, Paul Gosar and Marjorie Taylor Greene, were removed from their committee assignments because of controversial statements and actions. Republicans argued that if the majority party had the authority to make those decisions in the past, the same authority still applied now. Democrats countered that the situations were different and that the removal of Omar was politically motivated rather than based on misconduct. In the end, the House voted and the resolution passed. That meant Omar remained a member of Congress representing Minnesota, but she no longer served on the Foreign Affairs Committee. She kept her seat, her voting power in the House, and her ability to speak on legislation. What this moment really highlights is how committee assignments in Congress are controlled by the majority party. The Constitution guarantees representation in Congress, but it does not guarantee membership on a specific committee. Those decisions are typically made by party leadership and confirmed by votes of the House. Moments like this remind us that Congress is not only a place of lawmaking, but also a place where political power, precedent, and interpretation of rules often collide. And depending on where someone stands politically, the same decision can look either like accountability or retaliation. In the end, the vote to remove Ilhan Omar from the Foreign Affairs Committee became more than just a procedural decision. It turned into a national debate about standards, precedent, and political power in Congress. What do you think? Was this accountability or political retaliation? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoy clear political breakdowns like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with others right here on Capitol Review.